In a world where Nintendo and Retro Studios presents, there is but one Parasite, Metroid Prime. Alright, hello everybody and welcome to my new Let's Play of my favorite GameCube game of all time, period. This is hands down my favorite GameCube game. Now, loving this game as much as I have, and as you can see with 100%, I've never done something with this game, even though I love it. I guess real quick I can go over some of the information right off of the box here. The game was released in 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube, and it is a first-person shooter, which is a new thing for the Metroid series. It has an image gallery, which I'm just going to show this real quick. It's some neat stuff in here. Yeah, you don't need to see anymore because there's some spoiler stuff in there. We don't want to go over that. So, like I was saying, as much as I have played this game, I have never actually beaten it on hard mode. That is the farthest I've ever gotten, is 12%. Now, because I'm sure you guys love how much I complain. Oh, that's not what I want. How do I... Oh, here we go. We're going to do it on hard mode. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not sure if I hate myself or not, but here on my channel, I always like to give myself some sort of challenge for the games I play, because most of the games I Let's Play are games that I love a lot, and I want to share that love, or games that I want to get more familiar with. So, I don't need to get familiar with this game, so it's time to share the love, guys. Let's dive on into Metroid Prime Hard Mode. I'm going to regret this after about 30 minutes. Just calling it right now. 30 minutes from now, I'm going to probably complain. Okay? They're not going to be 30-minute episodes, but we have an unidentified distress beacon coming from a frigate orbiting Talon 4. Not Zebes. The lone asteroid moves through the galaxies, looking for its mother. Okay. Bottom right. You see that little spot of green? Super Spoonman and I, when we were actually going to Let's Play this game together, we determined that that is the one tree on Talon 4. There is one tree, and that is it right there. And it always hopes someone comes and visits it, because it's so lonely. However, no one ever does. But we're going to visit it. We're going to find that tree on Talon 4, guys. Because, spoiler alert, this isn't the only place in the game. And there's a reason that I knew that was Talon 4. But here we go. This song. This is probably one of the coolest intros to a character, like, ever. There's just this big, massive, like, planet and this space station, a familiar ship that everyone knows, except the people who don't know. But right here, we meet our heroes. Heroine? I don't know. Heroine's not good. Don't do heroin. Ruins your life. The armor sheen and... the graphics in this game, considering they were on the GameCube, are amazing. Alright, now watch her back foot. Do you see that? It is flat on the ground, and her knee is flat on the ground. I challenge someone to be able to do this without their heel lifting up. But as is tradition... Da, 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 da. Okay, can you tell that I love this game? So, like I said, it's a first-person shooter. However, it doesn't control dual analog. You figure out what the C stick does in a while, but you can use the L button to lock onto targets, A to shoot, B is to jump. You have your scan visor, which we're about to see being used up here. To scan that, and normally you're right there in front of the thing, but I scanned that from so far away it didn't even do anything. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go over more controls as we come to it. You can use R to free view, like look around and stuff. You can lock on while pressing R, which is kind of nice, and you're gonna be able to hear this. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust my audio levels then, so you can't, because it's gonna get really annoying, I'm sure. But yeah, let's just jump out into space. Okay, not jumping out into space. I guess we'll continue on our adventure. So going over the overlay, I told the hint system not to be on, but I guess it just doesn't shut this stupid first part up. Going over the overlay on the side, On the top right, you have missiles. On the bottom left, you have our beams. Right now, we only have one. However, later in the game, we will gain more. The middle of the right, you have the missiles. I think I said that as the top right. In the top right, you have the map. And right here, I'm not necessarily going to scan everything. However, I'm going to try to, because I've never actually gotten 100% of the scans. And so that's kind of a goal for me as well. However, it is going to get a little boring. Alright, Parasite. Indigenous to Talon 4, and a single parasite is harmless to larger life forms. However, they tend to travel in large groups, swarming over potential prey. Such swarms can be dangerous. Okay. I'm probably not going to read all those just because I'm lazy. But right here we have our first instance of an enemy. But he can't do much to hurt us because he's kind of dead. So, moving on. Pressing and holding A, you can use a charge beam. Pretty standard, but the charge beam has a really cool feature that it doesn't have in the 2D games, and that is it can draw power-ups in, which is really, really nice. Believe me, I love that ability. But as we saw, there's a little hole here that I just bit through. But if we press the X button, we can morph into a morph ball. And in here we have a map station, which I'm not going to go over any more of that because I don't feel like it. So I'm going to try and get all the map stations, even though I'm not sure if it technically counts for 100%. But just to show you where they are, because, you know, I want to show you guys where everything is. So, as you can see, the map system is kind of weird. It's in a 3D layout. That can be a little annoying for some people, but honestly, for me, I kind of like it. It just looks cool. So, if you have any knowledge of video games, you know that this room right here, the room's a little strange. Pretty big circular room. You can imagine that something's in there waiting for us. But for now, we don't need to worry about it. All we gotta do is find out what sent that distress beacon. Okay, so while you're in morph ball mode, you can press A to use morph ball bombs. You can use that to jump while in morph ball form, but it's not going to be very necessary for this first part of the game. So, moving along here. What else do I need to explain? On the left side of your screen, middle left, you can see this little exclamation mark. That just tells you how close you are to hazards. Top left, you can see a little radar-looking thing. That will tell you what enemies are nearby. There's only really one instance where I ever use that, so keep that in mind. You don't have to really worry about that much. I want to kill you, and then we're gonna murder his face. Okay, I thought he wasn't dead. I'm like, jeez, that guy's a tank. And then bottom left, you have your visors. There are multiple visors in the game, but press Y to fire missile. And missile can miss. Oh, no, it didn't, because I just remembered. I'm in hard mode. God damn, what did I get myself into? Turrets in hard mode are not my friend. However, oh, I can scan this through here? Oh, nice. So there are a lot of scans. However, most of the required... That coil is like the most powerful coil in the universe. Stop it, coils. There we go. So right here, this is a scan. Gotta get it. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably going to end up giving up on the scans if I miss one thing. I know I will, because I always do. That's why I've never gotten the art gallery, because I miss one scan, I just go, well, fuck that. For anyone who's familiar on my channel, I have gotten rid of the storage jar, mostly because I don't like the idea of censoring my content. You know, it's something that's... Wow, that guy just rolled. He's just nope. Okay, so as you can see, we're taking some damage here. Like, there's some damage going on. In case it wasn't obvious enough to you, health bar at the top of the screen. Pretty standard stuff. Not much else really to explain, so I guess we're going to just continue on through this frigate, wondering what caused such a distress beacon, and why is there so much carnage? And this guy. This freaking guy is annoying McGee. Whoops. I was trying to scan it with A. Not gonna lie, that doesn't work. Coming up here, we have an enemy that, watching a friend play this game for the first time, it wrecked him. And he wasn't even in hard mode. And haha, I said wrecked him, haha. So in gaming news lately, Pokemon X and Y came out. Oh no, oh no. Look who's the noob. Look who is the noobest. I went full noob right there. I admit to it. I admit to it. I can admit my own faults. but I went full noob. So we're going to head back down, and now we have a bit of a challenge because this guy is going to be waiting for us instead of hanging on the ceiling. And this is probably going to be the toughest enemy in this first part. So if I can do this just right. Oh my god. They take a charge beam and 2 missiles. Oh my god, this guy's a tank. Oh, hard mode's going to be fun for you guys. Because there is a certain boss in this game. It's not till a lot later. There's a certain 2 bosses, rather, who really, really wreck me. And, well, I'm not looking forward to that. I can use my missiles here liberally because I don't use them against this upcoming boss. This upcoming boss, on easy mode, I can beat this boss without taking damage. So this upcoming boss is pretty easy. I know you guys aren't going to want to watch me scan everything, so I'll probably end up giving up on that, but I kind of want to do it anyways, just so that way you know what required scans there are, and some scans are really hard to tell that you need them. So I'll do that for you guys, because I care about you, even though there's a lot of you who are just like, Jack, get on with the game and stop rambling in your commentary like you are right now. So I will. Onward to the boss, because if you can't tell that this is a boss, you might want to stop playing video games. At least for a little bit. Unless you're, you know, someone who's looking to be my girlfriend. Because then I can explain video games to you. And then it's fun. But what would be the likelihood that I'd have a girlfriend? I mean, I'm not even a cool guy. So therefore, I cannot have a girlfriend. I don't remember what the trainer's name was. Fire at least says that. It was a camper, I think. It wasn't a youngster. But anyways, here we have the Parasite Queen. Who really isn't much of a boss. They seriously could have used this enemy as a normal enemy. They could have said, like, Parasite Elite or something. And it... Oh, wait, hold on. Can't forget to scan this guy. Because scanning bosses is always a really good idea. Because it will show them their weak point. Okay. Are you serious? Get over here, you stupid. I'm just going to fire missiles at this thing. Because it's pretty tanky. Okay, so you press B and sideways to strafe. It's a really good technique against this boss because it pretty much makes it broken. Oh, I thought you were going to dodge me. So typically people like to use charge shots on this boss. I am one of those people. Oh, wow, that's really rare. That missile got through in this segment. Oh, there it is. The 1 damage. It always feels like I take damage there. I'm just going to keep mashing A because this is very slowly working. Oh, of course, right then is when... Oh, there's 2 damage. There's 2 damage, guys. Oh, no, never mind. Now we have damage. Damage has been made. Alright, there we go. Parasite Queen's done. That took a while. That took a lot longer. That was like twice as long as it takes on hard mode, or on easy mode. On normal mode, that boss is a joke. It is a straight joke. I mean, I took 4 damage and I'm in hard mode. I mean, that was a joke. And it wasn't a funny one either. It's like, that's like going, hey, got 1 star, say the other star. You matter. That right there is the definition of no funniness. That's the definition of my humor. Because if someone told me that joke, I would start crying from laughter. Only because of the... Okay, so you don't actually have to scan that, but if you do, this turret up here that you can see the little green light coming from, you don't have to fight it. Okay, so coming up, we have a little bit of a struggle here. We don't have any missiles, I just realized. Which means this is going to be fun for you guys to watch, because I get to try and maneuver charge beams. Okay, here we go. Alright, there we go. So, in the news of gaming, we had X and Y come out. Not much other cool stuff, really. Oh, what are you doing? You never attack. You always get blown up by... Oh, man, I don't like you. There we go. Okay, so coming up, we have a pretty fun segment. This is the Morph Ball fun time. Half pipe. There you go. Things to talk about. So we got X and Y come out. Oh my, those guys are going to start really making me upset. We got X and Y come out, which I can tell you, if you're a fan of Pokemon, it's a really awesome game. Probably one of my new favorites. If you're not a fan of Pokemon or you've never played Pokemon, I wouldn't recommend it as your first Pokemon game because there's just so much. Like, there's just so much stuff to deal with. However, I would definitely recommend Fire Red as your first Pokemon game, which, is that a Let's Play that I do? Probably. I'd probably end up doing that as a game. It wouldn't be for some time, though, because Pokemon is a game that you have to really know what you're going to do at editing and know how you want to handle. Oh, no, this is going to suck. Because their shots have so much knockback. Like, you see that? Oh, wow, now I get missiles. Thanks, game. Thanks for giving me missiles now. You know, now that I don't need them for the rest of this place. Oh, I totally thought that was going to be something else. Oh. Green goop. The green goop. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. So this escape sequence, they give you, like, 3 minutes more than you actually need. So that's kind of why I'm not like, oh god, we need to get out of here fast, we gotta move. Because, does that not even hurt you? Like, seriously? I think I actually touched it and got bounced back. But as you can tell, this is an elevator. It's kind of neat stuff. Anywho, let's continue. There's really not much to talk about during this first scene because there's not much strategizing. It's just kind of run through the corridors. Although right here, I believe, yeah, we're going to get introduced to something new, and time to meet an old foe who somehow still isn't dead for good. We've killed you like 4 times, Ridley. Stay dead. And then he just kind of screams, and then lightning happens, which makes him Zapdos, I guess. Okay, enough Pokemon, seriously. And then Samus is like, curse you, Ridley! I don't like you! But now we have the Grapple Beam, which is a really neat thing, and it's really fun to use. The only complaint I have, which they fixed it in Metroid Prime 3. I don't know about 2, I can't remember if they did it in 2. But what it does is it allows you to shoot that one. Wow, that lightning was just Troll McGee. So we're gonna scan this in. Uh-oh. Explosions! Oh no, I totally did not know this was coming, guys. Wow. I could totally act like I didn't, but oh no, our shoulder blades are gone. Our entire shoulder blades. Oh god. Just oh no. Various suit malfunction. Morph ball malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction. Yeah, we just kind of got nerfed there. We're now like the opposite of Samus at the end of Metroid Fusion and Metroid and Super Metroid. Like at the end of those games, Samus is just this monster who's tearing apart space pirates. But right now we're kind of like Metroid Other M Samus. But not even that bad, because in that, we're so bad that we're actually a joke. People don't recognize Metroid Other M. But we're not going to talk about Metroid Other M because it doesn't exist. It's like the Zelda CDI games. We just don't talk about it. So Ridley, for some reason, can breathe in space, which is cool, I guess. And Samus is like, oh, hell no. And we're going to like chase after Ridley for whatever reason. Maybe it's because there's an attachment to the baby Metroid. Maybe it's because Ridley killed her parents. Maybe it's because Ridley never bought her a birthday present. But there's the one tree! Say hi to the tree, because we'll never see it again. Except maybe we will. I don't know. I don't think we will. Probably not. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. How do you lose a dragon that big? Like, oh no, I was like 300 meters away from it, and I lost it. Oh no. My bad. But anyways, look at how I love the ambiance of this area. Like the rain and the pan and there's the lake. A lot of people, this area reminds them a lot of Criteria. And that first segment reminds them of Ceres Space Station. I wonder. Simba, remember. But here we are in Talon Overworld. There's a lot of stuff here, and a lot of stuff we can't do here. Because we're weak Samus. We're weak Samus. Weak sauce Samus. That could have been an alliteration, but it wasn't. But anyways, in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime, I am going to get so used to saying that. We will explore this sad, sad landscape. It's really not that sad because it's rainy, but it's like crying. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I've been Average Jack LP, and I probably always will be. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.